Hi everyone, I'm chatting to you guys about the Cardinal leadership principles in the leadership field guide from Edge Growth. I'm going to do 3 in 1. I'm going to do leadership principle number 8, which is get well, leadership principle number 9, which is values first, and leadership principle number 10, which is get help. I'm going to start with get help because it talks specifically to the leader of the organization. It's often the case that you think that you're the leader and you should have all the answers and you know everything. I hope that's not the case, but if it is, you need to come to the realization that you, throughout a crisis, are going to need a lot of help. And you are the biggest risk to your organization, remember. So when you are not performing well and when you are causing a bit of destruction in the organization because you are not in a good space, that is an indication you really need to get help. It's so important that you do. There are a lot of good resources out there. There are coaches, mentors, courses. I think the challenge is finding the right one for you. And you need to decide what that looks like. And probably it's going to happen through a bit of experimentation. I've managed to be very fortunate to be part of the Edge Growth's 10X program. And the Leadership Field Guide, which people are getting access to now, is just one of the things that they've been able to help me with. So I've been through 2 years of boot camps, a lot of courses, but it's the CEO coaching that's been really powerful for me. That's bringing somebody alongside to say, hey, how are things going? How are you doing? Tell me about your problems. It's not always easy to talk to your board or your shareholders or even your wife. They don't understand the pressures and you need somebody else you can speak to. So during this time, reach out to mentors, reach out to coaches, find yourself tools. Another thing is read books, and there are some very many good books out there to help you through the thinking that you need to have in these crises. So the field guide again is one in which is consolidated a lot of that, but you probably want to pick up some books and go deeper in some of these areas. So get help. Don't even wait till things are going badly. If things are going well, great. If things are average, so what? Get help. You need to be the best version of yourself for your organization. That leads on to going back to principle number 8, which is get well. So we know that performance is related to your physical well-being as well, and you'll find it very difficult to be able to operate your business if you're tired and if you're unwell. So very important that you look after yourself physically at this time. And it's very easy to ignore that and say, yeah, I'll do some exercise next week. I'll eat properly next week. I'm under pressure, so I'm eating lots of Steers and McDonald's because I don't have time. Well, unfortunately, you're just doing yourself a great disservice. It does take time, it does take planning, but you really need to look after yourself. I've been trying that a lot. And I think some of the important things around getting well is also the separation between work and home life, especially when we're doing remote work. We are often only a few meters away from our desk. Our laptop is open. We can go and work at any point in time, all across the weekend, all evening. You need to set in some disciplined boundaries between when you're working and when you are not working. Right? It's so important that you still have routine in your life, that you're doing your exercise, that you're eating well, and that you have the boundary in place as to now I'm working and now I'm not working. Your kids, if they're going to be bothering you, should only bother you when you are in your not working time. Okay. Take time for your family. I've been trying to at least spend half of Saturday and a full Sunday purely with my family. Right? The rest of the time I work hard, but I have to have time off. I have to sleep well. I have to exercise. I have to prioritize these things. And I have to have other interests as well. So I've been learning Spanish, for example. It's been a great joy. Really been a good time learning another language. And I think that's really good for my brain because it makes me think about something other than the challenges of my business all day long. It gives me something else to ponder. It gives me something else to be creative in. All right. Then the last one we're coming back to is values first. So if you've sorted yourself out, your organization also needs to be healthy and well. And one of the best things you can do is focus on your organization's values. Now is the time to really galvanize them, galvanize your purpose. It's under the most extreme difficult times that people come together, that we show solidarity. And it's most important that you focus people forward onto those values. So we have 3 values at Inoxico. Maybe I wouldn't remember 4. 4 might be too difficult to implement, but 3 we have. So the first one is relentless innovation, right? So we have as one of our values that we will continue to innovate and we will ignore past investment in things if it's the right thing to do for a customer it's the right thing to do for business, we will move forward and we will never stop improving. So that's a fantastic one. And that has given us a lot of encouragement. Even through COVID, we've seen people relentlessly innovate through this period. They may be worried about the future. They may be worried about the finances of the business. I don't know. But when we see week after week people relentlessly innovating and bringing out new things, it creates this excitement. We know that we're on the right track and it brings people together. Our other value is extreme ownership. Right? So people in the business are, during these difficult times, having to do things that are out of the ordinary, that are not part of their job description. And one of our most important values is extreme ownership, which means you take charge of things even if it's not your job or your role. You are responsible for everything that happens in this business. You take ownership and we reward you for that. And the final one is excellence. So for us in our business, it's really important that we're accurate and that we give our clients really excellent service, because we have some big competitors who have big brand names and we still have to build our brand name, and we're going to be building it on excellence. And that has happened also through this period, despite us having to work remotely, shift to different ways of working. Our clients have not been impacted. We've been able to deliver every single report, every single data point, just as we would have if we were in the office. And that I've been very proud of. And that gives a sense of general pride for the business. So we know as long as we do these three things, as long as we push each other and stick behind these three values, we're going in the right direction, and we're going in that direction together. If there wasn't this solidarity, we most likely would have a lot more infighting, a lot more anxiety. And so focusing on your values really gives your whole organization, especially I want you to focus on your core team. If your core team really believes in these things and is pushing behind them, is pushing that through the organization, you as a leader can be quite comfortable that people are going to be aligning themselves with the vision and the values. And that will give you a great basis to work off as we get through this period. Now you've got an organization that's really fit and ready to go. And you as a business leader are also fit and ready to go. So let's go through those again. Number 8 is get well. Number 9 is values first. And number 10 is get help. So if you can follow those 3 cardinal leadership principles, I'm pretty sure you're going to be a lot stronger as you come out through this crisis. Thank you very much.